Hi, hello! This is Leah and I know sobrang tagal ko nang hindi nakapag-ganitong video. Like, 7 months ago, yo. 7 months ago na pala yung last podcast natin. And I miss you guys. I miss talking to you guys. And then my last video was like 2 months ago. Siyempre, ayoko naman na mag-discuss dito ng something na hindi ko napapractice sa sarili ko. Sabi nga, may you practice what you preach. 'Di ba? So, before we hop right into our topic for today's video or podcast, kung ano mang gusto mong itawag dito, please do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel kasi oh my gosh, nakita ko yung YouTube studio ko. Ang daming viewers na hindi nakasubscribe. Like, sobrang laki ng percentage ng mga viewers ko na hindi naman nakasubscribe. So, please do subscribe on my YouTube channel right there. And then, please follow my IG account, which is yung parang Leah Talks natin. It's Leah Talks _0 or nandyan yan sa description box below. And then also, follow me on my social media accounts, L__esquivel. So, let's hop right into the topic. So, for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about why happiness is a choice and how we create more of it. So, let's go straight ahead sa meaning muna ng happiness. So, what is happiness nga ba? Sabi sa goggles, sabi sa Google, happiness is a state of emotional well-being that a person experiences either in a narrow sense when good things happen in a specific moment. So, yun daw yung ibig sabihin ng happiness. So, ikaw, how do you define happiness? So, I'll give you a minute to think your own definition ng happiness. So, what comes to your mind if we say happiness? Ayan. So, first is, we're going to talk about yung mga struggles na nananasan ko, mga things that I usually do that restrict me from being happy. So, these are just some of it. I know, sobrang lawak na itong topic na to, but I'm trying to, i-shrink siya. Maraming reasons kung bakit tayo hindi nagiging masaya. But these are my major things kung bakit nare-restrict ako from being happy. Okay, number 1 is self-defeating self-talk. Self-defeating self-talk. So, how many people are here? How many listeners are here na they're hurting themselves because of their negative, polluted, and paulit-ulit na self-defeating mindset? Personally, I struggle in this lalo na when I wanted to post something on my social media accounts, like on my IG, my Facebook, and here sa YouTube. Sobrang nag-overthink ako on what would people say about it? What would people say about me? Kasi I'm a people pleaser. Alam ko hindi lang ako yung people pleaser dito. Raise your hand. Raise your hand para naman nakita ko, di ba? So, i-like mo na lang tong video na to kung people pleaser ka. Pag maraming like tong videos na to, ibig sabihin maraming people pleaser na listeners ko. So, ayun nga. And of course, also then sa pagko-contest ko, of course, di ba nga singing contest ako and then someone said na ay, hindi naman dapat nanalo yan ganyan, hindi naman magaling, ganyan. Alam mo yun, parang that restrict me from doing what I love, from doing what makes me happy kasi iniisip ko kung ano yung sasabihin nila. Self-defeating self-talk, question your capacity to do things. And marami itong pwedeng panggalingan. So, we're gonna be talking about yung mga pwedeng panggalingan ng self-defeating self-talk natin. So, number 1 is generational. Number 2 is trauma-based. And number 3 is energy of people that surrounds you. Number 1, generational. So let us first dive in generational. Now maybe in this aspect daw, your mom or your dad or your lola has this. And kaya meron ka din. Kaya napasa din to sa'yo. Second is trauma-based. Maybe something happened to you in the past that leads you to overthink it. Kumbaga, nadala na yung utak mo sa mga pwedeng mangyari ngayon. Just like nung kwento ko kanina. Number 3 naman, you absorb people's energy. So, the way they think, the way they influence you, parang you anchor your respond to their actions na hindi naman talaga yun yung pinopotray nila actions. Alam mo yun, we overthink things.
When we say self-defeating self-talk, it's about not trusting yourself sa mga kaya mong gawin. Alam mo yun? Na paano kang aangat, paano kang magiging better self mo. If ikaw sa sarili mo, nilalabanan mo your capacity to do things na you don't know na kaya mo naman pala. Alam mo yun? Yung kumbaga, ang dami nang nangda-down sa'yo, dinadown mo pa yung sarili mo. So, ano gagawin natin?
Hindi ko naman sinasabi na you should not feel those things. Na hindi valid na mag-overthink ka. It always valid. It always be. Your feelings are always valid. What I'm trying to say is, trying to change how you feel is like a road sign that points in the opposite direction of where you had to go and where you want to go. And you're trying to turn the sign rather than your course of action. Life is not about changing how you feel. It's about listening. It's about communication sa sarili mo kung why do you feel that way. Sadness will not kill you. Depression will not. But fighting it will. Ignoring it will. Trying to escape rather than controlling it will. Denying it will. Suffocating it will. It will kill you. And it will rob you of every beat of life you have. You do have. It's either you let yourself feel everything or numb yourself into feeling nothing. Number 2 is you're not supposed to be always happy and stable. We have to understand na ang buhay hindi palaging masaya, hindi palaging maayos, hindi palaging organized, hindi palaging nandiyan ka lang. In life kasi, I thought dati na one day I'm gonna be happy and stable. Na akala ko may finish line. Akala ko, when I grow up, I'm gonna be happy and stable na. Ano mo yun? Yung gigising na lang ako isang araw na, yay! I'm gonna say to myself na, yay! I'm finally happy and stable na. But the truth is, that day would never come. Hindi darating yung araw na masaya at stable ka lang. Hindi po pwede yun. Hindi destination and hindi label, hindi fix ang pagiging masaya. Kasi alam mo yung, tinanong tayo na, uy, how are you? Kamusta ka? Ito, hindi nga masaya. Ganito, ganyan. And then, we feel like that happiness, that sadness pala, control our life. Na parang, nasa isang box na tayo. Na parang, bro, nandito na naman ako sa dark place, ganyan. Pero, that sadness is not permanent also. But being happy is not permanent also. I think that is life is all about. Sabi sa 101 essay na that will change the way you think na ni Brianna West, whatever. Sabi doon ay sa book na yun. Katatapos ko lang siya basahin. I love it so much. If you want to read something that will heal all of your traumas, this is the book that you should read. Sobrang ganda, sobrang soft-spoken, sobrang calming. If a warm hug is a book, ito yun. So, yun nga, daldal ko. Ito na yung sinasabi siya. The path to a greater life is not suffering until you achieve something, but letting the bits and pieces of joy and gratitude and becoming the process of bits by bits. Alam mo yun, it's, sabi doon, suffering until you achieve something. It's not that about daw. It's about the process. On your everyday, you're trying to strive life. Alam mo yun, yung everyday na tinatry mo, everyday na ginagawa mo yung certain thing. Number 3 is happiness is not something you look for. It's something you feel. Masyado kasi nating dinedefend yung happiness natin with other people. Though it's normal, yeah. Kasi tao tayo eh. Alam mo yun? Hindi ko din masisaya. Personally, I feel happy when I'm with someone romantically or like normal like mababaw na relationship lang, because we're humans, we need people interactions. But what I'm trying to say is yung, for example, yung taong ginagawang mundo, yung ganon. For example, someone body shame me na bakit ganito daw yung damit ko, ganyan. And mababad trip na ako dun. Alam mo yun? Mababad trip ka na buong araw. Sobrang insecure mo na buong araw. Nasayang na yung outfit mo. Nasayang na yung, alam mo yun? It takes courage. It takes confidence to think kung ano mang susutin mo sa araw na yun. And you let him destroy your day dahil lang sinabi niya yun sa'yo. Who cares? Anong pake niya? Like, everybody is minding their own lives. Walang may pake. Alam mo yan? Gusto ko sabihin, walang may pake kung anong manggawin mo sa buhay mo. Kasi at the end of the day, no one's gonna sleep lying in their bed, nakatingin sa kisame at sasabihin na, ay, si Leah nagkamali kanina. No! No one would say that. No one would say that. Tayo, selfish lahat ng tao. Lahat na ng iniisip ng tao is how would they feel? How good would they feel? So, we don't have to really depend on someone to be happy or to be with someone to be happy. It's our responsibility as humans na ibigay yung own happiness sa sarili natin. Sobrang mali if isang tao lang talaga yung nagiging source of happiness natin. Yun nga yung sinabi ko kanina, yung taong ginagawang mundo. That's why siguro nasasaktan tayo when we enter a relationship. When someone's enter a relationship. Ako personally, in the past, when I had a relationship with someone, talagang I give my all. Ginawa ko siyang like, siya yung dependong happiness ko. Alam mo yun? Pag bad trip siya, bad trip. Like, hindi. That's not how a relationship should work. Alam mo yun? Na if someone comes into your life, that person should just add extra dose of happiness. Hindi mo siya gagawing happiness. When the relationship ended, kasi wala ka nang natira sa'yo. Ibinigay mo na lahat, idinepend mo lahat ng desisyon, ng happiness mo, ng emotion mo, ng energy mo sa kanya. Pag umalis siya, walang matitira sa'yo. Wala nang matitira sa'yo. Sinong talo? Ako, tayo, na ibinigay lahat. Alam mo yung sinasabi nila sa about love na parang, na if you love someone, you should give your all, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, buhay ko to eh. Alam mo yun? Nag-iisa ka lang all your life. Dumating lang yan bigla sa buhay mo, tapos you're gonna give your life to him, you're gonna give your life to her. No! Alam mo yun? At the end of the day, you only got yourself. Yes, of course. Alam mo yung moral support. Alam mo yun? Pero at the end of the day, you only got yourself. Ikaw lang at ikaw ang makakaayos sa sarili mo, not your partner. Ikaw lang makakapagpasaya na sa sarili mo, not your partner. Yun nga, ulitin ko yung sinabi ko. If someone comes into your life, that person should just add extra dose of happiness. Just add an extra dose of happiness. And here's what I'm gonna tell you is that nobody and nothing can hand you your own happiness. Walang magbibigay sa'yo ng happiness na yan, kundi ikaw lang. You decide where you want to get it. You decide kung when ka gusto mong maging masaya. Nobody can take that away from you. Your own happiness, nobody can. If you rely your happiness to yourself, nobody can take away that from you. You're never with and you're never without. You'll never receive and you'll never lose. You always were, you always are. That knowing is a foundation on which real life magic occurs. Now let's hop right into the how do we create more of it, more happiness. We label ourselves our emotion. For example, I forgot saan ko to nabasa. Ang sabi doon, alam mo yung sinasabi natin na, uy, alam mo ba, I'm sad, I'm angry. Alam mo yun? But, hindi daw dapat pala ganun. We should change it into, hoy, alam mo ba, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling angry. Alam mo yun? Because how we say it, parang yun yung label mo sa sarili mo. Because what I'm trying to say is, excuse me, your feelings and emotion is not who you are. Hindi ikaw yan. Hindi ikaw yung galit, laging malungkot, laging upset, laging irritable. Hindi ikaw yan. Hindi yan yung label sa'yo. It's just a part of you. Part lang yan ng pagkatao mo. And, you can change it. So, you can change it by, ano mo yung sinasabi nila na, uy, alam mo, para maging masaya ka, positive thinking lang. Ano yan? Positive thinking lang. Positive lang. Ano ba? Parang hindi naniniwala eh. Para ka naman di na grade 7. Yan yung laging sinasabi na parang, pag nagko-comfort, okay lang yan. Think positive. Huh? Salamat ah! O sige, magti-think positive na ako. Baka sakaling makatulong sa pagiging malungkot ko at magiging masaya na ako mamaya. Hindi ko naisip yun. Positive thinking lang pala. Ewan ko ba? Hindi ko alam. Pero, ang unhealthy ng positive thinking for me. Why? You're gonna ask me why? Because, when too much positive thinking ka na, you won't let yourself feel something. Kasi, nire-restrict mo siya, binabakuran mo siya. Na oops, feeling. Oops, sad feeling, dyan ka lang. Oops, angry feeling, dyan ka lang. Kasi, positive thinker to eh. Positive thinker to, hindi na ako magiging malungkot pag positive thinking. Alam mo yun, hindi na valid yung naramdaman mo. Hindi mo na na-acknowledge yung totoong naramdaman mo. Parang pinaplastic mo na lang yung sarili mo na, ay, okay lang yan. Okay lang yan, pero nag-cheat na siya sa'yo, ganyan. Okay lang yan, pero binubugbog ka na, ganyan. Okay lang, ano ka ba, positive thinking lang ba? Kasi ganito, overprotective siya. Ay, grabe naman ang pagka-red flag. Alam mo yun? But we should do now is positive thinking. Turn it into a positive action. Hindi pala positive thinking ang dapat. Ang dapat ay positive action. So, how many of my listeners are here na pupunta sa gym, na nagwo-workout every day, every week, basta nag-gym? Please do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if nag-gym ka, diba? Grabe ang segue. In this generation, nagano tayo, lagi tayo nag-exercise, nag-gym, ganyan. We focus on our physical well-being, our physical appearance. Well, ang mga utak at ang puso natin ay empty. Hindi ko maintindihan talaga ang concept ng ganyang ng generation natin ngayon. Na they're so much focused on having a six-pack abs, having a big butt, having a big biceps. Pero their emotional intelligence in life, how they control their emotions and how they treat other people is so fucked up. Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit sobrang halaga ng physical appearance natin sa mundong to. Well, hindi ka matutulungan nun in the future. Tatanda tayong lahat. Lalawlaw din yung mukha mo and mag-wrinkles din yan someday. Pero your heart, your emotional intelligence in life, on how you control your life, habang buhay yan. I researched about this. Physical exercise ay equivalent lang dapat ng psychological exercise na onti lang ang gumagawa ngayon sa generation natin. Alam mo yung physical exercise takes commitment, dedication, hard work, time, effort. Pero we have to understand na we should approach psychological exercise also in this way, na we try to commit and dedicate our lives, dedicate our time, hard work para alam mo yun, kausapin mo yung sarili mo in the things na how your life works, how your life would work. Merong study ang Harvard University noong 1938 na researchers followed 700 people for decades just to understand what is it that makes us flourish as people. In 2012, the results came and the researchers found out that happiness doesn't come from wealth, fame, working hard. It comes from relationships. Hindi siya about sa kung merong jowa ka ngayon, kung may jowa ka man ngayon o wala. Kung may kaibigan ka ba ngayon o wala. Kung marami ba yung kaibigan mo ngayon o onti lang. It's all about the quality. It's all about the quality of the relationship that you have with yourself para ma-portray mo yung love and happiness na meron ka sa ibang tao. Happiness is all about your relationship with yourself and with your brain and how you feel. Our brain kasi has the tendency to highlight the negative things. And this is really tricky to revoke just by positive thinking. So, it takes positive action. It should take positive action. But some actions are more powerful than the others when it comes to happiness and investing your time, heart, alam mo yun. This might be one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself. Because I really believe na how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, how patient you are sa sarili mo. Ganun ka din sa ibang tao. Why am I crying? Why am I crying? I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, we have to understand that. Na hindi mo kayang i-respect yung other people. Kung hindi mo kayang i-respect yung sarili mo, you cannot set boundaries sa ibang tao. When you can set boundaries with yourselves, hindi mo kayang umintindi, hindi mo kayang mag-care sa ibang tao. Pag hindi mo kayang gawin yun sa sarili mo, hindi, life is not done yet. Hindi pa tapos yung buhay mo. You can do that. You can do that. Still do it today. So for me, the secret to happiness is that the more you turn things into action by being more understanding, caring about how you feel, I think that others will follow your example and do as you do. Kung nire-respect mo yung sarili mo, they will respect you. They will look up to you na, he won't settle for less eh. So, maybe hindi na to alam mo yon. Pag alam ng tao na ganito ka, hindi sila mag-over the bakod na to treat you like shit. Loving yourself first is making yourself happy by the little things matter. Alam, ito, one thing, hindi, pag sinabing happiness, yung source ng happiness is, hindi ibig sabihin, spoil mo yung sarili mo, bumili ka ng kotse, bumili ka ng Shopee, pag Shopee mo lahat, sister, mag-mine ka sa TikTok. No! Sobrang daming bagay para maging masaya ka. The smell of your new book, yung sun, pag nakikita mo sa morning, the sunset, pag pinititigan mo, how you make your own coffee in the morning, how you do your breakfast, how you do your skincare. There are happiness in little things na hindi nakakalimutan na natin ngayon. Now, we think na walang magandang nangyari sa araw na to, pero the moment that you wake up, that you can open your eyes, that you can talk, you can feel your emotions, sobra-sobra pa yun sa pwede mong ipagpasalamat. Dahil din siguro sa negative energy na ibibigay sa atin ng mundo ngayon na natitake for granted na natin yung mga bagay na meron tayo na hindi na tayo nagiging thankful for everything that we have sa buhay natin ngayon. And I just want to tell you something na thank you so much for staying up this long sa video na to, sa podcast na to. I know, sobrang haba at it consumes your time ngayong araw if kailan nyo man to pakikinggan. One last thing, I wanted to tell you of this. Please listen. Let yourself be happier than you think you deserve. You have to stop living for how other people will remember you. Stop living by telling yourself the story that you think other people will be happy reading, because it's an empty and lifeless one, and it robs you of the things you're most seeking when you do it. The most important thing is that you do what makes you happy, and that you understand that your happiness is your choice, your responsibility alone. It is not a day or a job or a relationship or a change away. It's right now. The only work to do is to remove the blocks that prevent you from living it out. The only change that has happened to you is to you. The untold millions of little moments are what matters. It's not about having a job. It's about having a life that you want to live. It's not about having a degree. It's about the nights you finally felt the opposite of loneliness. It's not about having a relationship. It's about being in one. And it's not about living a life that other people can sum up. It's about having a life wherein those millions of moments build and with one another, and you follow them and have more. You won't be there to hear stories and eulogies they tell of you. You are only here to know them now. So please remember that happiness is a choice. Thank you so much for listening. See you on my next one. Bye.